Well, hello and welcome to Whispers from the Forest with my psychic connection. I'm Squirrel, and we are going to have a good time tonight doing some reading, telling some jokes, getting some information. Go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're from. Let me know who's here with me so I can feel all comfortable knowing my friends are here. Okay. Now we can talk about what we're going to do. We do free and donated readings here, and for each of those, we ask that you ask a specific question. It's real easy. All you got to do is put your question in the chat and make it specific. If you do have a general question, you can take your general questions to www.mypsychicconnection.com, and your first free 3 minutes there are free, and we have a whole platoon of readers all over the world for you to meet. And those of us on the shows are there too. So you can come and check us out there too. So general questions, go to www.mypsychicconnection.com. Now here we've got the 2 minute free readings. I can never get that right, you guys. All the words get just miscombobulated in my head. But when you post your specific question, you get put automatically on the list for a 2 minute free reading. Now, if you'd like to go deeper, or if you'd like to jump to the head of the line, or if you'd like an unlimited, no timed reading, we do have that donation chat link floating around in the chat, and you can get a quick read. That's up to 5 minutes. You can get a mini, a medium, or a mega. Now, the medium, the minis, and the megas are not timed, and they'll take as long as they take. And with the megas, you can ask up to 4 questions. That's pretty cool. And you jump to the front of the donated line, even. So if you guys want to do that, it's floating around in the chat. And remember, a portion of every donation this month is going to the Salvation Army Turkey Drive. So great cause. Make sure that everybody who needs it can have that great family dinner together. Okay. Now, the only guaranteed readings, of course, you're put on the list, and we get to as many frees as we can, but free readings are not guaranteed. The only guaranteed readings are the donated readings. However, if you play the games with us, those are guaranteed. So if you win the emoji contest, and that's whoever puts the most emojis in wins a free reading with my Resurrection Oracle, which is a beautiful deck and it's pretty deep. And if you play the lightning round, which is all kinds of fun, and I'll explain that to you here in just a little while, you are guaranteed those readings for the time that the lightning round is playing. Okay. Last but not least, if you like anything you're seeing or hearing tonight, you can leave me a review or any of the shows a review at www.journeyryanlive.com/reviews. And that is another contest you can enter. Over the next month, whoever leaves a review will be automatically entered into a drawing to win a donated quick read for one of our shows. Okay, that is amazing. If you've always wanted a donated read, but for some reason couldn't get it, that's the way to do it. Now, you guys, I love jokes. If you've got a great joke to share, go ahead and share it with me. I do believe that laughter is one of the best things for healing, and it's really just amazing for the soul. So, I'm going to tell you something that actually happened to start us out with the joke. So, last week, my husband and I were talking about when we were teenagers, and I'd always known he was in ROTC in high school, but I'd always assumed it was Air Force ROTC because he had joined the Air Force. And we were talking, and he said he'd never joined the Army because the guys that were in charge of it, the instructors, were very lackadaisical, and they didn't care about what the students were doing, and he wanted that structure. And I was like, but I thought you were Air Force. And he said, I was, but I was Army ROTC. I said, did they even have an Air Force ROTC? He said, yeah, it's called the Air Corps. And I was like, or Air Squad. I said, Oh, wow. I'd never heard of that. So he was telling me they learned to fly in the air squad in high school and do all kinds of cool things. And I said, man, I wish I was air squad. And instead, he said, yeah, instead you're space cadet. And I was like, oh my God. I laughed so hard. He makes me laugh like you guys would not believe. He's always funny. He's quick-witted, and he usually gives me some great things to tell you guys. It's just he's so good at it. He's so just fast. And tomorrow, got to show you this. Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary of 31 years. I'm very excited. We are going out on a date and we're going to have a great time. And I wanted to know if you guys are interested. Do you want to know any of the secrets that we have or the things that we do that have kept us crazy in love with each other for 31 freaking years? Let me know in the chat if you want to know that. And and Emma Rose says, "Yay, congrats." I'm really excited about that. I love that, man. And Lexi says, "Oh my goodness, congratulations. What an amazing achievement." The man, and Alexa says, "Oh, that's beautiful." Thank you guys. Thank you. It's the thing is, and Lexi says, "Yes, please give me all the secrets." I'm going to share some of our secrets with you, to the point of when he walks in the door, you guys, my heart still skips a beat. I am crazy about that man, and he makes me feel like a goddess. Okay, and I'm going to tell y'all how we do it. Alexa Ann says, I would love to hear them. I just got engaged on Sunday. Congratulations, Alexa Ann. All right, you're going to be doing the 31 years too. I'm shooting for 50. Okay. I demand. I told him he has to. Emma Rose says, side note, oh yeah, Journey's predictions about me not getting accepted into American Idol, my boyfriend slash true love Alan coming back around, and what Alan physically looks like all came true. Thank you for sharing that with us, Emma. She says, and the big bonus that Journey also predicted correctly is Alan telling me and confirming with me that he truly wants to marry me in the future once we start seeing each other in person. Well done. Awesome. Go, Journey. But we know he's awesome, right? Yeah, but you know what? We all need to hear it. We do need to hear it. Thank you for sharing that, Emma. And congratulations. I'm excited. Ooh. Okay. And Lexi says, woo, loving the fall themed crown today. Thank you. It's got green leaves, but I got a green screen. So it looks all mystical and shiny, and I kind of like it like this. All right, you guys. Emma Rose says, hi, Squirrel. I missed you so much. I miss you too. And wow, that picture. You are just a stunning, beautiful girl. Soul, too. Arkisha, hey, Arkisha. Arkisha says, hey, Squirrel. Hi there. Alexa Ann says, hi, Squirrel. Hi, I have missed you too. Miss Collins, hi, Squirrel. Got a green heart. I love you. All right, you guys. And Cassidy says, oh, yes, the crown is so beautiful. Thank you. Almost wore your favorite one today, Cassidy. And Emma Rose says, thank you. I cannot wait for the day he gets down on one knee and I want pictures. Yes, I want pictures. I'll have to tell y'all how our proposal went when Paul and I got married. I got to tell you that. But first, we'll go ahead and see what we got first. What's going on here? All right, we've got the lightning round. And those of you who have played, I know you're already typing and getting those questions in. But for the next 2 minutes, because it's the baby lightning round, you can ask as many yes, no questions as you want. I have to say yes, no, or undetermined. I have to bite my tongue if I try to say more. But can we're already going. You guys know what to do. We got L Rose. Should I contact Brandon? Yes. All right, Emma Rose. Would my mom be angry if I married Alan behind her back? Yes. Yes, but Sarah, hi Sarah, says, will Derek talk to me tomorrow at college? No. No, he's a shy one. Brandon, will I finally make a move to Las Vegas? No. But Amanda, is my marriage over? No, honey, no. Arkisha, is KL faithful to me? Yes. Wow. Brandon, is BN attracted to me? Undetermined. Alexa, will we find a house in the Tipton County area? Yes. Lexi, will I be over my sickness before my mother leaves the country next week? No. For the stars, hey there, will I meet a guy in the next 6 months? No, but. Amanda, does my husband have someone else? Nope. Angie, hi there. Did anything bad happen to me at that nursery? Yes. Oh, honey. Oh, for the stars, does Rick want to contact me? No. But, dang it. Alexa Ann, will we move in less than 2 months? No. No. El Rose, will I have a good experience out tonight? Undetermined. Emma Rose, will I get new clothes for this fall season? No. But it's like there's like for Keisha. Well, KL and I see each other once we are off work tonight. No, honey. Okay. I get so frustrated because I can see reasons. And a lot of times those reasons have to do with our attitude or what we think or how we feel we're going into it. So you guys, if I say no, check your attitude, okay? And it don't mean you got to be all rah, 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 rah. See how you feel, what you expect going in, because expectation is a form of magic. And if you expect something to happen, we actually do things to make that happen, even if it's not in our favor. So check the attitudes. Okay, guys? All right. Let's see. We'll go ahead and get started, but then I got to tell you about how I got married. Okay. So who do we have first? We got Lexi. Hello, Lexi. Lexi says, hey, beautiful squirrel. Do you see the sale of my car going smoothly and me getting a good price? It's been nothing but issues since I got it. I got really screwed over and I just want it gone. And thanks. Ooh, I've had a car like that. So the sale, ooh, okay, one jumper. The sale of your car and will it go smoothly? I don't see it selling soon. I see a lot of haggling, a lot of people trying to lower the price, trying to get you to sell it for a song. And you have put way too much work into it and way too much time into it to just let it go for nothing. So if you will wait, and I don't even know if this is possible for you to do, but if you can wait 4 months, and I know that's a long time, um, you can sell it and you can sell it for what well more than it's worth. So I know you need a working car right now or a car that you're not ready to shoot, but the timing is wrong and the people who will try to buy that car from you are just going to try to Lexi says, yeah, I'm already expecting to take a big loss, but I don't want it to be a joke. If you are able to wait, it won't be a joke. I got the King of Pentacles for that 4 month period time. And that is fantastic. He's willing to put money into it, and he's willing to buy it for more than it's worth. But if you sell it right now, you're just going to be haggled. I could not remember that word, probably because I don't do it well at all. But you're going to be haggled down to where you get pennies. So I would recommend, if at all possible. Wait. Okay. So, all right. So my husband and I, we had a really strange whirlwind romance, and it was based on laughter. We made each other laugh a lot. We were just so easy with our words. And Lexi says, I'll see how everything pans out, but I may need the money for a new car. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Lexi. Yeah, sometimes when the best advice, or the advice in the cards, is not something that we find we're able to do. If you can try, because it will pan out in that time period, but sometimes we need things now. So I get it. I get it. But you won't get what it's worth. But my husband and I, we just made each other laugh. We met. I was a karaoke hostess, and man, he wanted to sing "The Closer I Get to You," which is a male and female duet, and I couldn't hit the high notes, so I wouldn't sing it with him. And none of the women at the bar would sing it with him. So he got up there and he sang it all himself, and he hammed it up. He went from man to woman and hit those high notes like, oh my gosh, nobody's business. And Lexi says, it seems like the best relationships are based off being best friends first. That is one of the most important things right there. We were friends. And that man asked me to marry him really soon, like 2 weeks after we started dating. And I was like, no, I was such a dick. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I don't know you. And then he asked me again 2 weeks later. And I was like, no. And then he asked me again. And I was like, I tell you what, if we're still together in a year, I will marry you. And so we set a date for our first year date anniversary, like the first date we had. And he was cool, he was fine. He didn't press or ask anymore. And about 6 months in, I was like, I was really rude to him. So I bought a ring and I took him to dinner, and I got down on my knees and asked him to marry me. And he cried. It was so cool. So one of the parts of a relationship, definitely friends, Lexi, definitely friends. But another is to make concessions, to make compromises, to let somebody know I was wrong and you were right, and to give them surprises. And Sarah says, nah, yeah. And Lexi says, oh, I love that so much. But I was wrong, Crystal says. Oh, squirrel. Love that, man. I was wrong. I did him wrong. I was such a dick to him about marrying him. So I let him know, yeah, you were right. And Emma says, that's too cute. LOL. We are cute together. I'm just going to say it. We are so cute together. He wears Hello Kitty hoodies. Okay, I'm going to wax poetic about my husband. All right, we'll go ahead and take another question, and then I'll tell you some of our other secrets. Okay, we got Elle Rose. Hey there, honey. She says, hello, squirrel. I'm being called to go to a city that I visited back in June. I got a very strong message to go, but I don't know why I am being called to go back there, and would love some clarity. What a great question. I love that. So why? Why are you being called to this city? Because where you're at is virtually a dead end for you. It is, you can't, ah, You're stuck in a place that you're too big for. Okay? It's like you can't find people who can meet your intellect. I see you're like crazy intelligent. Nobody gets your humor. You're not making any romantic connections and you feel stuck in place. You feel like you are never, ever, ever going to move forward. So, this new city is where you're going to find it. It's like, okay, I don't know how much you know about tarot, but I got the Nine of Cups for this new city. And the Nine of Cups is traditionally known as a wish card, like all your wishes coming true, like pure satisfaction. And El Rose said, bingo, yes, yes. So when you move to this city, you might miss the city you're in for a half a second. And when you start meeting those people, that can meet your intellect, who get your jokes, who want to do things with you. It feels like everything around you right now is so stagnant that you're just ready to burst out of your skin and say, you will be happy in this city. That's the whole point. You will find like minded people and you will find love and you will go. Go. That was pretty epic. Okay. That was really epic. Okay, that I love reading for you guys. I love it. Oh, so Lexi mentioned being best friends. And Lexi says, I bet you're that cute couple that still embarrasses your adult kids with how much you love each other. And you don't know how much fun I have at embarrassing my kids. Marty Fox says, Lexi Kid of Squirrels here. I love how much they love each other, but some jokes they can learn to keep to themselves. My poor kids are scarred for life. And Elrose says, thank you, Squirrel. You are so welcome, honey. And Kay said something last night that really struck me. Kay, the intuitive empath, is on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. And she said that you can't just jump into a relationship and expect it to last forever. That it takes time, it takes work, it takes compromise. And when she said that, I was like, bam. My husband and I have been through some shit storms. We have been through some hell, but we have stuck together. We have talked about it. We have laughed about it. We have cried together. And one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is that the couple with their arms around each other, the two little kids dancing, and then the cups above them in the sky. And it means true love, finding that family, that place that you belong. But if anybody looks at it, if you have a deck of cards or if you know someone who does, ask to see that Ten of Cups because mine will just shine through like my headband here. But there is a rainbow in those cups, and you cannot get a rainbow without a storm. Those people weathered the storm together to get to that perfection. It doesn't just instantly happen. And Sarah says, always has a rainbow. Yep, it's in the cups, or the cups are the rainbow, or it's behind the cups. But you cannot have that rainbow without some sort of storm. And Lexi says, I feel like it's almost working together as one instead of having a wall up and treating the person like you're against them. Absolutely. Absolutely. And will there be moments where you butt heads? Sure will. Now, when you're mad, you're going to show it. You try not to, but you got to be able to speak your mind. You got to be able to say, ooh, that pissed me off. You just got to learn to do it in a way that you can talk about it. And Cassidy said, so beautifully said. Thank you, Cassidy. So I'm going on and on. We'll get to some more. We will get to some more about anger and how to deal with it with each other. And Lexi says, I'm already collecting stuff to embarrass my son when he's older. Right on. It is so fun. Crystal says, Squirrel, I see the crown is due fall. Look today. I love them on you. They look so beautiful. Thank you, Crystal. Journey. Journey is the one who knew I used to love to wear crowns when I was younger. And he just knew it. I didn't tell him. He knew it. He asked me, where are the crowns? Where are the pigtails? And he talked me into wearing them again. And I'm not too old. Okay. Who do we have next? All right, Arkisha, thank you. Arkisha donated for a mini reading. And Arkisha, portion of every donation goes to the Salvation Army Turkey Drive. So thank you for helping us help them. Oh, this is amazing. So Arkisha asks, why does my boyfriend KL feel he has to create a mind game when I bring certain things to his attention about us and where he was not on point? Okay, if you leave that up for a moment. So why does KL feel he has to create a mind game? So, Arkisha, could you drop in the chat for me what your sun signs are? I do feel like I should know that. I think you've told me before. Are you both cancers? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to lay these cards while I'm waiting for the. Oh, okay. Why does he feel? Okay. Arkisha, when you bring up certain things where he dropped the ball, I really feel like you're a cancer. He feels like he's being attacked. Um, it's like you said that to me already, and I know it. I'm a Pisces and he's a Taurus. Okay, okay, Pisces and Taurus. So you've got a super high intellect. You're one of those women who just and you know how to rip somebody to ribbons, and you feel like you're presenting it in a logical way or a positive way, but he is taking it as being cut to ribbons. It's like he's made some mistakes. And I feel like the mistakes that he's made have made you feel like you're not important, like you're not worth being remembered. Taurus usually pretty good at being stable. I remember talking to you about him. He's got some kind of Gemini or some kind of loose cannon mutable energy in his chart that makes him not follow through what he tells you he's going to do. So it's not that he's a bad guy. It's just that he forgets. He honestly gets so distracted he forgets. One thing you might try doing, and this will help, I believe. She says, then will come to me on his feelings and want me to be on point. Oh, oh, oh. Now, I see what you're saying. What's happening is he gets defensive. He gets really, really defensive and thinks you're picking on him. For a Taurus, he's really emotional. I want to say I'm dying to see his chart because Taurus are usually pretty like full Taurus, full healthy Taurus is laid back, easygoing. They keep their word, all that good stuff. But he comes across, and in the last reading, remember I thought he was a Gemini. There is Gemini in his chart, Gemini or Sagittarius. And Gemini and Sagittarius are not bad things. They just get distracted easily, and then he feels like he let you down. So he's already beating himself up. He does beat himself up about it. And then him expecting you to be on point is that Taurus showing through, well, that's what I'm like, so you should be like that too. Dude, no, you're not. Right? And I know you wanted to say that so bad. But when you bring it up, he gets really defensive and shut down and hurt. Like, it throws him so out of whack that he puts that wall up or he bucks back. So, what can we do about this? I know you've tried putting, what are they called, alarms on his phone for him to remember to do stuff. I know you have to, if as intelligent as you are. I can see it's like you got to have some Virgo in your chart somewhere. I want to see what you can do to keep this from happening, because it's going to be a vicious cycle. And you can't help but bring it up when he's supposed to be doing something. Did you do this? Are you going to do this? You dropped the ball before. Lay off on that a little bit. That's hard. Let him drop the ball. Give him little tasks or little things that aren't so important so that he can fail or not follow through without it being devastating to you, like ruining a whole trip or ruining a whole plan. Give him little tasks so he can see, yeah, there's a problem. Start having him put alarms into his phone, and several of them, because one alarm rings, say he's got 3 weeks to buy those concert tickets. Now I remember, right? Say he's got 3 weeks to buy concert tickets. You can set a phone for an alarm for three days. What if he's busy during that time? Set 3 or 4 alarms. So one of those, he's bound to not be busy. So he might not like that. And you can do it yourself, because Pisces gets distracted too. Pisces does get distracted. But if he's not on point, he can't expect you to be on point all the time, Akeisha. That's not fair. And I feel like you're on point way more than he is. And she says, well, trips or tickets is not a problem. Showing up. He all those cards that I had disappointment in them, like not showing up when he promised you. He normally calls after work. He didn't last night. Is he the one? I didn't do the reading. I was watching, I think it was Cassidy's show, where he went to a funeral with his family and didn't call you. And you were like, really, Fleek, you were nervous. You were so nervous that something had happened to him. Things like that. So he gets defensive because he feels like he's being attacked. Let me see. He seriously loves you. Like I got the Lover's card. So he didn't have his charger. He's forgetful. He gets distracted. He absolutely loves you. If you think that he's not calling or showing up because he doesn't want to be with you, that is absolutely not the case. I don't see any kind of cheating. I don't see anything that you need to be worried about, except that he does get on the defensive when you call him out, or he even seems to get on the defensive when you ask him to do something, because he feels like you are going to remind him that he dropped the ball at a separate time. This young man loves you, and he feels like this could be much, much more than it already is. Okay, this might be hard. So when you ask him to do something, or when you expect him to do something, if he drops the ball, only address the ball that's been dropped now. And this is hard. This is hard. Do not bring up past balls. Do not bring up past disappointments. the thing is, you've had those disappointments and you've chosen to move forward with him. So every time you bring up the past or remind him that he did something wrong, she says he does it, maybe not in my timing. Ah, okay. Don't bring up past mistakes, even if they correlate to present mistakes. She says he is famous for bringing up the past. Bringing up the past is so harmful. It is so harmful, especially when it's long past. It's like, you know what? I grew up since then. You've grown up since then. He's grown up since then. Some of us, it takes a little too longer to grow up. But bringing up the past reminds us of who we were before we made that segue, that next step to who we want to be. And when we remind somebody that, wow, you really fucked up there, you're saying, I still see you as that fuck up. Excuse my language. We can't do that to each other. Yes, we will make the same mistakes again sometime. But as long as we're trying, as long as they're not like devastating mistakes, little things. We can't pick them apart. So when he drops the ball, she says, I try to be in a joke manner of, he, babe, what happened last night? Didn't hear from you. Then he went into joke mind game. Like, I know the truth, but looking at him like, dude, stop. Mind games, gotta stop. I highly recommend, and this, he loves you, so you can have this conversation. But the mind games have got to stop. If you want this relationship to go to the next level, you've got to have that conversation with him. When it's serious, tell him you don't want to have to guess. You're not psychic. You don't want to have to guess. You don't want to have to play the games. You don't want to have to not be sure. It's either got to be clear communication or let it go. And you both love each other. But I'm not, the communication I'm seeing, and not even all the time. A lot of times you two are fantastic together. So it is worth working for. You just gotta, both of you, I think, gotta stop playing the mind games. Don't joke about, hey, I was worried about you last night and you didn't call. Let him know you worry. It's not a whole lot to text or call. Of course, if you don't have a phone charged, it's impossible. But what you're feeling, Arkesha, is that he doesn't have any courtesy for you. That he can't think to take 2 minutes out of his time to say, hey, babe, I'm all right. I'm going to sleep, or I'm home from work. And that hurts your feelings and it makes you feel less than. So when you do playfully tell him, hey, it's not coming across as playfully, it's coming across as hurt, and he's going defensive. So sit him down, tell him no mind games, no making me guess shit. If you forget sometimes, she says, you are right. It's never all the time. But when it's been consistent, then out of the blue, it's something different. Remember that it's consistent a lot. And out of the blue, things happen. You've ever been so exhausted? She says, I haven't played about that in the past. I have said I was worried. That's important. And because that's what happens. He's being consistent on something. He does something all the time. And then all of a sudden, wow, he didn't call. I'm the same way with my husband. When he was a truck driver, if he didn't call me, I panicked like a fiend because I knew he always calls me. We panic. We see them dead in a ditch somewhere or held up in a freaking restaurant or something, like gunpoint. Pisces energy is worrisome energy. Virgos and Pisces are our two biggest worriers. He doesn't realize how scared you get if you don't hear from him like you're used to. He doesn't understand that. Once he understands that, once you explain it to him, say, hey, look, I'm not attacking you. You don't know this about me. So I need to explain it to you so I don't go into this hurt feeling mode. Make it's teamwork. But he doesn't know that about you. If you make it a joke, he doesn't know you spent half the night biting your nails wondering if he was okay or if he just stopped caring about you. The shit that goes through our brains, Arkesha, what we come up with when we're worried, we are brutal to ourselves. Totally brutal. Sit down, have that conversation with him, make some sort of compromise. Because I'll tell you, there's times my husband doesn't call me because he's too tired to damn talk, and he knows I'm going to talk to his ear off for at least half an hour before I let him off the phone. So make some sort of, you know, just text me, hey, I'm okay, really exhausted, going to bed. Make a compromise. Let him know how you feel. And I know that bothers you because you are a strong, intelligent woman. It is not a weakness, it's just how you're wired. And to build the trust that you two need in each other, you've got to be open with each other and honest with each other. Let him know, okay? And let him know it's not an attack. Say, how could you know that I need this if I haven't ever told you? I hope that helps. It's he wants to be perfect for you, and when he's not, he gets defensive against you, and that is human nature. So talk to him, Arkesha. It's not a weakness, okay? And he will understand. And I got that big, beautiful lovers card in there. You do not have to be afraid to communicate to him, okay? You would tell your friend you were worried. You would tell your friend, hey, text me if you're traveling. He's got to be your friend. And I think he is. Let him in a little more, okay? I truly, truly hope that helps. Love you, girl. Thank you so much for the donation. Um, Portion of that does go to that Salvation Army turkey drive. You guys, that is, and Arkesha says, thanks so much. You are welcome. Hope it helps. Think about it, okay? Think about it. That's what a donated reading looks like. We get to dive deep and really get into the nitty gritty. I love those. And if you want to go ahead and make a donation, get a longer reading, jump to the front of the list, that's floating in the chat. So we'll go ahead and I want to say something real quick about being that friend. Lexi brought it up earlier. My husband is my best friend. I got other friends. I've got other friends. Journey's Journey's my best friend outside of my husband. He's like my husband's like his own entity. But I tell my husband everything. He knows what a spaz I am. I got Venus and Virgo. Bad placement. Worry, 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 worry. So seriously, when I don't know where he is or when I don't hear from him, I have him dead in a ditch or hurt or trapped, and I go nuts. I go nuts. And he found this thing called Life 360, and he put it on my phone so I could look on my phone and always see where he is. Sounds kind of stalkery, but it made me breathe. It made me able to breathe. I didn't get so scared. And now I don't even have to look at it unless I haven't heard from him for 3 days, but that doesn't happen. He's my best friend. He knows my fears. He knows my weaknesses. He knows what makes me happy. And he would never hurt me on purpose, ever. because we don't hurt our friends. It's amazing how we will hurt somebody we just love as opposed to how we won't hurt somebody. We die before we hurt somebody we like. So if you love somebody but don't like them, then you're in the wrong place. You've got to like the person you've got to spend the rest of your life with. And you've got to communicate the whole time because we change, we grow, we become more. And if we're communicating, we grow together. All right? All right. Who do we have next? Oh, wow. We are already at the lightning round, you guys. That went fast. It's like time flies when you're having fun. I love talking to you guys. All right. So for the next 3 minutes, you can ask as many yes, no questions as you want. All I'm allowed to say is yes, no, or undetermined. And that is so hard. I tell you, it is hard. But I can't do who, where, when, why, or what. So make sure it's in a yes, no format, and I will answer in rapid fire. John, hi. John says, should I choose the first restoration company out of the two companies that came and quoted the mold issue in my apartment? Yes. Okay. Emily, hi. Should I stay where I am? Yes. Yes. Magnets. Ooh, cute name. Hey, will I be in a relationship with Ree? Undetermined. Undetermined. Marianne, will I hear from Joseph again? Yes. Kelly, do you see me starting a new job next month? Yes. Yes. Brandon, will I ever get married? Yes, you will. Sunflower, hey, is it over between my husband and I? No. Oh, okay. Arkisha, will I be able to take care of my $1,500 debt soon? No. Emma Rose, will I get the job at Michael Kors at Niagara Falls, New York? No. Marianne, will I meet Anders soon? No. But my cards are being sassy. For the stars, does R miss me? Yes. Arkisha, will I be married? Yes. Marianne, is Anders my soulmate? No. Lexi, will my husband and I reconcile? Undetermined with a slight side of yes. Melissa, is Corey catching feelings for Erica? No. John, does the new neighborhood girl have a crush on me? Yes. Emma Rose, does Alan brag about me to his friends? Yes. Arkisha, will my current job company go on a layoff soon? Yes. Emily, should I go home for the winter? No. Brandon, was SV ever married? No. Divine, hi there. Good evening, new sub. Just confirming a dream download. Do you see Nick showing up to spend Thanksgiving with me and our daughter? Undetermined. For the stars, does R actually love C? Yes. Marianne, will I ever meet Joseph? Yes. Magnets, did the apartment guy really have a family emergency? Yes. Marianne, is Joseph my soulmate? Yes. Emma Rose, will I get married in the mountains just like Adam wants to? LOL. Yes. Okay, they were sassy today. I feel bad. Tho- Those are very difficult to do. They're fun because they're so fast paced, but it is so hard. Like that one, I had to. I'm sorry, undetermined with a slight side of yes. There's more to it. And sometimes All you got to do is ask a follow-up question. Like there was a soon in there that got us a no. If it hadn't have been a soon, who knows? Might have been a yes. Okay. All right, you guys, we will keep it going. Who do we have next? Astrology moment already. Holy crows. So while we're talking about happy marriages, did you know, and this is so cool, that you can plan your wedding with astrology? The birth of your marriage, the birth and everything is made of energy. And the birth of your marriage could be perfect. And your marriage will take on the personality of that chart. Kid you not, your business, your anything you can think of, your pets, uh, everything is made of energy. Everything has astrology. So say you wanted to get married on a specific day for sentimental reasons, and you looked at the chart and it was all like chaos. Why would you want to give your marriage a chaotic start? Why would you want to give it a chaotic personality? Granted, Paul and I got married before I even heard of astrology. Well, I'd heard of it, but I didn't understand it. And we lucked out because our wedding anniversary, there's so much Libra, so much togetherness, so much Gemini, laughter, fun, and communication. So we really lucked out because our wedding's personality matches our chart for our wedding, and it matches us. It somehow, there's like, I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. So will there ever be a perfect day where everything that you want your business or your marriage or your future career to be? Karina says, I think astrology is amazing. It truly is. And hi, it is my favorite thing. And you can apply it to absolutely everything. Career, solo business, marriage, you can give it a personality. Um, there's never going to be a perfect day. There's always going to be something in there that you're like, yeah, I don't want that. But you can find a day where everything you do want is present, and the challenges that you have, you know those challenges walking in. So you're ready to pole vault over them. Seriously, guys, we have done some cool stuff. I wish I had done my wedding astrology on purpose, but I didn't even know what a glyph was back then. But looking at the chart, it is so much in Libra and it is so much in Gemini, and it's also got a lot of Cancer. So yeah. Astrology can do anything. It's the badassest stuff in the world. All right, so we'll go ahead and take our next question. Who do we? Oh, we got the emoji contest. I saw you guys duking it out over there. Thank you, everybody who played the emoji contest with us. We really appreciate it. It's so much fun, and and we got Emma. Yay! Emma won tonight. So thank you, everybody, for playing, and thank you, Emma, for kicking its butt. Sometimes those things are so close and so hard to keep up with. I love it. So now for the emoji contest, this is the one and only general question I will do on the show. If you like general question, you can go to www.mypsychicconnection.com and get those first 3 minutes free if you've never done it before. But for this part of the show, I do, what does the universe need you to know the most? So Emma Rose, you ready to dive into that, honey? All right. Wow, okay. And I've shuffled the hex out of these. But I got a card that I got from you before. I am seeing, honey, it's almost the same reading as before. And I've done readings with this deck, shuffling the heck out of them since then. And what I'm seeing here is the calm before the storm. The calm before the storm. You are at a breaking point, Emma Rose. You're at a breaking point and you desperately need a good friend. You need someone you can trust, someone you can tell all your secrets to, and someone that will love you unconditionally. And I don't see you. My unconditionally is in reverse for you again. And what I feel is in order to be able to make that friend. And she says, sounds about right. You are close to a breaking point. Emma, talk to yourself for a while. It's not crazy. I promise. All those thoughts are trapped up in your poor little Gemini head, and that means you've got a ton of thoughts constantly. And none of them can become real because you don't make them concrete. They're just ghosts floating in your head constantly. And you can't capture any of them. Talk to yourself. But I'm asking you, I'm begging you, talk to yourself like you're your best friend. Don't want to hear that shit that comes out of your mouth that you say to yourself that you wouldn't ever say to your worst enemy, even. You're too nice for that. And she says it's a constant brainstorm, LOL, and it never stops. Get the vile thoughts out, write them down and burn them, or write them down and put a big X. This is invalid. Okay? And then start talking to yourself like your friend. Talk to yourself like you would talk to me. Talk to yourself like you would talk to Journey, Kay, Kathy, how you love us, and you love us unconditionally. Love yourself that way. Because you're one of my favorite people in the whole flipping world. She says, the silver lining is that Alan loves me for me, LOL. Say that every day. Every day. Okay? Then start loving you for you. Because you're phenomenal. Okay? Unconditionally. We all have flaws. And she says, yes, absolutely, 100%. Every last one of us has flaws. We can always do better, but some flaws are physical, some flaws are not physical, but we're born with them. I'm a klutz. My husband says I have a klutz radius of 15 feet. And she says, I know you all love me. We do. We flip and adore you. But I am a klutz. That's a flaw. I am never going to be graceful in my life. If it's within 15 feet of me, I'm going to break it. I accept that. I try not to break it, but when I do break it, I'm like, well, shoot, I broke it. Oh, well. you know, Stop beating ourselves up for who we are. Emma Rose, you are amazing. I want you tonight because you are on the edge. You are at the breaking point. Hold your pillow over your face, not for long because we like you breathing, and scream. And don't do no little girly. Eek! Scream like you mean it. If there aren't people around, to hell with the pillow. Just scream. Scream from your chest. Scream from your stomach. Scream in the direction of everything that's frustrating you. And just raw, pure emotion. And you will feel better. We don't allow ourselves to do that very much because we don't want people to think we're crazy. Please, Emma, do it tonight. After the show, do it. Okay? And start talking to yourself like you're your friend out loud. Okay? I hope that helps. Never, never. While you're saying Alan loves me, you better say my psychic connection loves me too, because we freaking love you. Okay? She says, I've been told I'm crazy all my life. Who wants to be normal? Another word for normal is average. And who strives to be average? And she says, thank you lots. You are so welcome, Emma Rose. Nobody wants to be average. I am not normal, and I am okay with that. All right. So, what's going on? We got that great emoji winner. All right, we got another donation from Emily. Thank you, Emily, for the quick reading. Remember, a portion of every donation goes to the Salvation Army, almost says Salvation Journey, Salvation Army Turkey Drive. So thank you for helping us help them. We really appreciate it. And Emily says, why should I stay for the winter? Should my family come to me? What should I be doing here? Will I be able to redeem myself from my past and make my dreams come true? So let's check it out. If you'll leave that up there for me, because there's a lot going on there. Emily.
This is a quick read. One question.
Oh, okay. Oh, I am really drawn to the how will I be able to redeem myself? I got the okay, I'm going to do this quick. The card I got for you going for the winter was sorrow. I don't think you'll be happy there. Okay? I feel like I really need to address, will you be able to redeem yourself and follow your dreams? And I truly believe that everybody can be redeemed. We just have to choose it. So what I would like to do, and if you want a different question, one of the other questions, if you're more interested in one of those, let me know, and I will absolutely do that. But what I feel I am needing to do right now is to point you in a direction so you can feel like you have the choice to be redeemed, like you are worth being redeemed. Because that hurt my heart, honey. That hurt my heart. And I feel like if you go home right now or for the winter, that I feel like that environment can be toxic for you. I see that you have a great deal of what is called baggage, that you have done some things that are now your inner demons. And she says the future seems so sad. It always does when we're hurting. We it is very hard to see a way out when we're hurting. The thing here is that that's not just your baggage, honey. You did not create the problem. You are not the demon here, but you have been called the demon and you have taken the role of the wrongdoer. And you are hurting yourself by taking responsibility for something that doesn't fully belong to you. Did you play a part in it? Absolutely. Are you completely responsible? No, not even close. And you need to understand that though you reacted heatedly, though you reacted somewhat immaturely, it was a reaction. She says, I feel like it's all my fault for ignoring my responsibility for my life. It doesn't feel like you've been allowed to, though. It's like everybody telling you what to do and how to do it. And I'm seeing people treating you like a child, or we'll do it for you, or you need to do it this way. you do have some responsibility. Of course you do, but not all of it, not even close to all of it. So she says yes. Emily says yes. Emily, I need you to be a little selfish right now. And I know you feel like you've been selfish. You haven't. You've just been young. And young makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're supposed to. How would we learn anything if we didn't? That takes some time to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself. I feel like there are people around you who absolutely adore you. Where you're at now, open your eyes and see them. Let them in. Let them heal you. I feel like you've been keeping them at arm's length because you don't feel like, excuse me, you deserve to be redeemed. And you do, I promise you. I promise you, you deserve to be redeemed. Whenever there is remorse, there is redemption. But you have got to let yourself believe it. You have got to let it come to you. You have got to embrace it. And when we make mistakes, baby girl, we all make mistakes. We got to stand, brush ourselves up, and say, I can do better. That's the best we can do. So keep on keeping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your question. I hope I helped. My heart to you, my heart to all of you. You guys make my world like it's mine, the world I live in, so much brighter and so much more beautiful. And I wish that you could all see yourselves through my eyes and through my heart because I love you guys. And I just don't ever forget that. You are loved, right? Don't forget, we got awesome, awesome energy, the metaphysical crone tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Y'all make sure you come see her. She's amazing. And I will see you guys. What day is it? Next Tuesday. Same time, same channel. Mwah. Bye. And Lexi said, thank you so much, Squirrel. Thank you. Mwah. Bye, y'all. Bye.